Hello, hello. Welcome back to Project Zomboid Zero to Hero Run on build 42, vanilla, no mods included. Last we left off, we're going through looting more houses in a search for finding level 1 books. We've got a few above that, but want to get as much expedited XP out of each thing that we do as possible. One thing I do remember is I got these on me because we found a basement, but we couldn't get into it. But I can rip the door off the hinges if I have a screwdriver and a hammer with me. Carpentry is getting up there, very close to leveling. Got a little bit of, I think just long blunt XP. I don't think we got any maintenance XP last time because we had to deal with 4 Zeds. Cooking getting up there, carving's been red, blacksmithing's been red. All these have been red for a while. Strength, very, very close. Closing in pretty good on that now. Forgot to do any sneaking stuff whenever we were around the Zeds, so we just flat out went after them. Fitness, crawling along. First aid's red, haven't had to use that much. Fishing, foraging, we're working through 2 right now. Past the halfway mark on that. So another day or two reading that at least for an hour or two before going to bed. We'll finish that up. Then we'll probably pick up the tracking or trapping one that we have upstairs and do that. But yeah, we're gonna get on our way over here. How's our water flask? Water flask is full, so we must have refilled that when we first got back. Got some chippies with us for in case we get hungry. Our weight is going up, so that's okay. Now it's evened out. That fast metabolism, man. If I had a higher fitness, I'd probably try to just go out this way and sort of eat the loss of endurance a little bit. It's like we do have the key for this vehicle and this vehicle, but that one's got no gas, and that one is very, very low on gas. So anything that I could get gas from, I'd probably put into the truck first, just because it's got a larger capacity for actually holding stuff. Already pulled the propane tank out of that grill. There's a grill down here that we found that we pulled the propane tank from, but that was mostly used. Yeah, I guess I do a little bit of jogging since we know most of this area is clear of Zeds at the moment. And then it wasn't this house, it's the next one right here. This is where the basement is. I'll actually trudge through the shrubbery. And the next one over is where we actually ran into the zombies. Disassemble door. That's gonna be one of those if situations where if there is a Zed down here, I'm gonna be stuck with having to deal with the fact that I have no good single hand weapons to use. Well, I could just have my my hammer at the ready. Nothing so far. Stale melted. Medium handle can be used for something else. So this is the laundry room down here, okay. Got the washer and dryer, got some dryer lint. That's probably just good for starting fires. Got a table, okay. Draw plate. That was a draw plate. Oh, propane lantern bottle. That's good. There's our welder mask. Now we just need to find some welding rods. Oof, good find, good find. Though it is 9.4 right now. What does this give us? Forged draw plate, drill draw plate. What is this used with? Smelt iron from small. Small iron item. Okay, so it's a smelting stuff for blacksmithing. So we're just gonna say all this shit is useful, especially these sheets. Hello. Oh, so this is like a little automotive garage. Plaster trowel. I think we already have one of those. We don't have a tire iron yet. That'll be helpful down the road. Same for that. Claw hammers and good durability. I forgot there's a second one on top of this already. Gardening trowel in case we need it. It's a large knife. Tongs. More stuff. We'll just take all this stuff. We took the time to actually get in here. Toolbox with some items to it. Obviously we can't carry it. 6.5 on that. Flashlight can go there, pipe can go there. So that's empty. What the hell are these? No, I don't want to disassemble. Alright, so these are what? Potting soils? Potting plants? Modern outdoor lamp. Oh, it's on the wall. Oh, I think he was experimenting on growing at home here. And potentially not super legal stuff. But yeah, actually is. I forget if I emptied out this box or not. Yeah, we did. That's 13. Would it be worth it taking it back? Yeah, we'll take it. Tiny extra bit that we use for clearing stuff up. Is this off or on? On, off, okay. So back to the baseball bat we go. So now that place is pretty much fully done. So we don't really need the marker on here anymore. So it's done. Super overloaded. So yeah, I was about to say possibly gonna get out of breath on the way back. Probably put this in here. Maybe these two. Yeah, just a tiny bit more. These 3 keys I don't super need. Not gonna drop it, okay. Probably because we're moving. Okay. Again, I'm happy I have zombie spawns turned off. I don't have to worry about running into something immediately, running back usually. I do know I still have a few around here that could potentially end up being a problem. Okay, we might have to rest at like the top of the stairs. No. I'm gonna sit on the ground here before I end up having like a heart attack trying to get all this stuff upstairs. Let's see here, so still evened out 81. Got some great scratch protection on the arms. Head, not so much, same for neck and groin. Left thigh, but I think like the hockey pads I have on the right leg cover both these points. So decent bit there. Temperatures. Body response. Insulation is high on some spots. Absolute none on others. Okay, let's get going again since we got rid of the exhaustion. And it's right back. Oh, this is what we get for bringing so much crap back. Especially the battered cardboard box, just to have a tiny bit extra place to put stuff. Got another toolbox now too, which that has tools in it as well. Actually, a lot of the stuff that we got, did it to myself again. A lot of stuff that we got was tool related, so we might actually just put this toolbox down right here. No, come up here. No, no, it won't let me select the toolbox. Okay, so let's put some of this stuff into the toolbox. I guess it fit. Okay, then this. Why do we actually have to place that down? Okay. What if we put it in our inventory? Place item, there we go. We can't put it underneath. That would have been nice. That's sort of kind of out of the way. Don't need this on its moment either. So that still has some space to it, so that's empty. Let's drop more of this stuff in here, as much as we can anyway. Then we could try to put more stuff, well, some stuff in here. That can only hold 13, and still should take us below overweight while we try to figure out another spot to put stuff. I have to go downstairs and hunt for a log or something to saw up and use for putting stuff away. Okay, so all this too heavy. Any of these got space to them? No. Not messing with the gun case because I want that to be just the gun. That's full. That's full. That's mostly full. I guess late game woes here. Trying to find where the hell I can put stuff. That bookshelf, I'm not messing with the bookshelf. Just because that's got stuff I really want to keep organized. Nothing there. Come on, damn it. There's gotta be somewhere I can put some of this stuff. We are the fool. And we do not have many options for other places other than building more storage. Or many places to build more storage. Where could we put it? Where could we put it? Well, one place I haven't fully checked yet was these. But yeah, just as I suspected, they're both pretty full. Anything here I could potentially fit to the other one. That's one wood saw off my back. Yep, gonna have to build storage and most likely put it like right here. What does it take to make the crate again? That's 4? Yeah, 4. So we got 2 over there. If we find a log outside, we'd be able to carry it and do it. I have nowhere to like put all my extra stuff. We got a wood saw, so we can do that. This is sort of like my own damn fault sort of thing. Put it in here for now while we cut some of this down. Where do we have? Yeah, even the baseball bat too. Just because putting that log even in here is going to be a good bit of weight. And luckily, I remembered that out here leads to the area I wanted to go to anyway. So, don't want to tire myself out by running while looking for the logs. Is this a log or is it a branch? Oh, I didn't want to get to the flat stone. Tree branch, I think, can make 1. What we got here? Stone. Yeah, that's just stone. Here's the logs over here. Wait, are these logs? Fur with hand. Grass. Oh, we know this is definitely a log, so we'll take it. Then we will saw it. Tree branch we can't do that with. I was thinking it was a old branch or broken branch. I can't remember which one it is that's actually the one that only gives 1 back, but the first time finding a tree branch, so I guess I could research a recipe off that. So you guys can go in there. Not enough. That. Close, but no cigar. Still, it's better than what weight we were at. So before we get that stuff back out, we are going to make sure we have our storage built. Just because I am a paranoid little monkey. No, not those. Get my books picked up. I have a feeling that's not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. So, books back down you go. I guess we'll just have to build out here for the time being. Okay, nails, and that is over here actually. So we got our one plank and half the nails, which luckily pick up pretty quick. Great. And we need a hammer because I'm a dummy. Can I leave a hammer up here? Claw hammer. Crowbar. Calculator. No. So back downstairs we go again. Bah. Actually, there's a claw hammer right here. We'll use you. No, I am not 100% sure about this stuff not getting damaged while in the rain. Great. There we go. So we put our nails back down with the plank. Might even make like a storage shed up here and just move everything from down here into there. And that's where we got the claw hammer. Need to research this, just see what the heck it is. What is this going to get me? Bone spike weapon, okay. Just giving a small rundown, make sure I'm not missing anything for stuff I can research. Put those there, and then I need to get stuff out of the side room that I put in there. Getting sort of close to the end of the episode here. Get my baseball bat back too, that's a big thing. It's like I could have sworn there was something out there that reduces the weight of stuff by 80%. I could be wrong. Yeah, this thing's almost out. But alright, so while we're here, and it's getting close to the end of the episode, so like I can't go out and loot another building. So we're going to take this moment, since we just did a heavy haul, to rest, and we'll read until 1800. do our exercises, and we'll like end the day on that. Well, end the episode on that stuff. So this will be foraging 2 red, and then we'll get whatever other survival book we have upstairs. It's gonna be close. There we go. Exactly 1800, damn. Okay. Everything goes in the bag. Yeah, it's all on downshift. Everything except for the digital watch. Actually, I think I'm going to put this military satchel down because I don't use it a whole lot. I know I have used it a few times here or there for ensuring I finish my stuff. Yeah, no. We'll be picky and we'll keep it on us. There's one thing we'll have in the apocalypse is at least we'll have a sweet satchel. So work out, get dressed up again. Grab our next bag that we need. Oh, not bag, a book. Where are you at? Napping, trapping. Oh, stop your crying. Rest. Forgot to put foraging away. So put that there so we don't forget about it again. Now the Alice suspenders didn't go on. Same for our belt. And that's that. So read until 2000. Put away the other stuff. And since it's a level 1 book, it shouldn't take as long as the others. Well, that's the last one. So you go on the floor. Come over here. Put foraging there since this bookshelf's already full for all the stuff that we've read. All the magazines. Some of it we read, some of it was useless since we got to level 2 from shows, or else learned some of them from shows too. Some of those, that one, this stuff that eventually I'm going to end up just using as fodder, I guess. Like these house flyers. It's like if I read through them, then they mark them on the map. And eventually I'll get to the ones that I don't need to get marked anymore. Actually, let's get some nom-noms. We'll continue trying to work from this. What shall we try? Let's go with the spaghetti bologna Taco Bell. Come up here, grab the can opener that I had up here, along with fire starter. Grab that since we read through it already. We'll actually grab some of these brochures too so we can read through those while we're waiting for it to cook. Where's a lighter? Lighter. Come on, where you at? There we go. Yeah, one of these. I knew one of these is getting like super low. So first things first. Open. So that's done. Open the fire interface. Put that in there. Better hot. Still. Probably just eat half. We'll save the rest for later. Light fire. Sheet. I forget which one we'd read already. Brentford's Quill Manor. Okay. So this will probably take a little bit to read. No, it doesn't show you whenever you're doing that. It's sort of scary, but that's the way it be. Cooks fairly fast. That place, I'd expect to have at least revolvers there. Fire department. I hear it bubbling. Yep. Put out fire. Grab. There's our nummy nums. So we eat half of that to get rid of our hunger. Yep, that didn't take us to overfed or else anything else. We're gonna just keep reading some of these. Now this I wouldn't mind getting to, but it is, I think that's pretty far south of us. Southwest. Definitely we need to find a animal trailer before then. Farmer's market, where are you at? That's by Rosewood. This looks like it's at the western edge of, yep, western edge of Riverside right there. Alrighty then, so we got a lot of stuff's done. Well, looted at least. Put that there. Put all those in there. I think for now, oh, that's finally empty too. For now, we're just going to gather up brochures and flyers that we haven't collected yet, as we have a crap ton right now to use for fire stuff. I don't know what else I could do with a lot of these sewing kits, so I might consolidate those at some point. Same for the first aid kits, and just trash the ones that I don't have any use for. But for now we do sleepy time, and then we'll do a recap on what we're at with our skills and sign out like we usually do, or I try to usually remember to do. I think there might have been like once or twice that I started without remembering to do that. In part, it's so that anybody that's watching can see, yeah, I haven't done anything well off the off recording. Actually woke up a little bit early. Don't know why, but eh. Still find it funny that this is better hot. But here we are, almost 6 in the morning. Woke up before our alarm even. Carpentry even closer because we had to build that one box out here. No Zeds ran into while running around. Carving, blacksmithing is ready. All of our farming stuff's been ready. Fitness slowly getting up there. These strength is almost up to 4 now, and we're currently reading through the Trapping 1 book. So we can get through that. I think we still need to find tracking 1 to get an XP boost, and that will have XP boost on all our survival skills then. While I'm still looting stuff and trying to find books, I'm not too keen on doing the quote-unquote easy way of working on our first aid. I don't want to not be able to run good. That is one thing that definitely makes me paranoid when we're dealing with knowing that there's still Zeds around. I'm fairly confident most of the area is clear, but we are definitely getting some stragglers from the gated community to the east here. Slowly migrating over, it seems. But aside from that, I think we're still only halfway through the southern side of the road that's below here. Then after we get through those, we'll just pop out this way to go and get the ones that are below, and maybe even go up above, up that street some that like sort of goes up close to the shopping district. Those that have played this and know the map and stuff, well, you already know what the hell I'm talking about. And I just noticed for some reason there's wood saw on the ground still. Oh well. But again, thank you guys very much for joining me on this misadventure as we try to do the Zero Hero thing. It has been a slog. Getting close to like 2 months here, I think, or we're over 2 months by now. Just going through it, but at the end, I got a crap load of editing to do because I want to make a sort of like time lapse that goes from start to finish, cutting out the intro, and probably all the audio. I'll find some copyright free music crap to that be playing in the background and have meters and all this other stuff that I want to put on to show like this is where the power went out, and then have like a counter like this many days without power, this many days without water, when this skill went up, or when I read the skill book, things like that. So it'll be a lot of editing and trying to make things digestible, I guess. I'm not even sure how much I'm going to have to like speed things up while just doing the other crap I've been doing. And obviously you want to slow things down whenever it's getting close to something leveling up. But yeah, thank you guys again for following along, and hope you stick with it till the end. If not, I can understand. It is very, very time consuming. But until next time, bye.